Afternoon everyone. We're having a little meander round today and we're going to show you some of the wild salad vegetables that you can pick on the land. So some of them we've actually planted, but I would class them as wild vegetables. Some you can get readily available in the market, some not so much. And just bear in mind, this is still sort of like only 6 months down the line. We've got a lot of other, I call it guerrilla gardening to do, where you see something growing wild and then you just help it or pick it up and put it in an even better position. So first on the list is Pak Bung, aka Morning Glory. So this bit here has come over the side there, grown all the way here. It's everywhere. This is what the fish love. We love it. You can eat it raw, you can fry it. It's very good with, is it the soybean sauce? Yeah. Soybean, yeah. Toon boils it quite often, just has it as a salad option or a vegetable option with a chilli dip. How many different styles Pak Bung are there? 2 or 3. All growing along here. I've been gradually taking out the other week. So you just see the light green there. That's another type of weed that you don't eat. So I've been taking those out and letting the Pak Bung flourish. Hopefully all the way around these ponds. All the fish eat the Pak Bung, probably apart from Bachon. So still quite a bit to do, but it's good that it's found its own way here, and then we're just helping it to grow more. Taste wise, we love it of course, but you have to be careful. If you have too much, you'll be on the toilet quite quickly. You don't pick the whole plant, you just pick the end bits, which are more succulent. Just give you a bit of a close up here. So where's the end? Give it a bit of scale, that much there, so nice and tender there. If you look at some older ones, you may see the roots coming up. There's some of the older ones. There, that's how it grows. So you don't want any of that. That's called eating wood if you had that. Megan. You pick the ends off and then you get 2 ends. So it's like cutting your grass at home. The more you cut it, the more it grows. Not bad. So it does like to have its feet wet. And it spreads very, very quickly, which is good for us and good for the fish. Also helps to make the soil tight. That's it then. Pak Bung. Number 2 on the list are these small eggplants now. These aren't really wild food, but these are grown wild. They are self-seeded, so we'll pop them on the video again. Tonight we're just going to have these boiled with the dip.
Hold it.
But they're great for a curry. My favourite eggplant, but Toon hasn't got a favourite. She likes all eggplants.
Oh. Fucking dog, dear.
Oh, that's a good one. Lots of flowers still on the plants as well, so still more to come. Pull it out. Okay. Quite a few bushes. Well, perhaps not that many bushes, but they're a good size and there's a lot on them. A lot more to come as well. We've moved some of these around the pond. I think we've moved about 15. They're not flourishing as well as these are, so again, you know, nature knows best a lot of the time. It's got to be on a par with blackberry picking, this has. Okay, so number 2 on the list, small eggplant. What is it entitled?
มะเขือพวง
มะเขือพวง
Oh, the eggplant called มะเขือ but there's got another name มะเขือพวง มะเขือคืน มะเขือกรอบ มะเขือเปาะ มะเขือยาว โอ้ มะเขือ
Okie dokie. Number 3 on the list is maroon. Maroon. Some of you may recognise this tree. It's the infamous tree that we vlogged ages ago. Well, I think about... Oh, how long ago, too? Must be nearly 6 months ago. Let me try and get out in the sun.
I think 6 months ago.
Yes, just before we moved here, and Toon climbed up there and got the big long skinny seed pods that we had boiled. But the young leaves are very good. Quite a delicate little leaf. Now don't be too concerned with Toon looking like she's just butchering this tree. They're very, very resilient and fast growing. We hacked this one and the one further down there, to within an inch of their lives, so that we could harvest them lower down. There were some concerns by viewers that it wouldn't work, but they're certainly low enough for us, and I'm only 3.5 foot. And the other tree is even lower to the ground, so it was a bit of a success that was. We'd never done it before, we thought it would work, and yeah, happy with the results. We've got 2 more trees down there as well, and we'll get round to them one day, maybe. So what are these used for?
Boiler, deep with chili.
And then what about the seed pods? What you do with them? You can do the same, can't you? But
yeah,
you made a few bits and bobs with it. What did you make?
แกงส้ม
Which is?
Called แกงส้ม They make curry paste with the fish mint, everything like that.
Yeah, that was good. So this time of year, you only really get to eat the leaves, the young leaves, and then in the dry season, you get the seed pods. Some people let them go really big and stringy. We like them like a French bean, a little bit smaller, more skinny and more succulent. You don't have to take the string off them. So that's number 3 on the list, maroon. Hey, chill yourselves. Number 4 on the list, one of my favourites, super bitter, is melon. And you can eat the leaves, and you can eat the little vegetables that can be found on it. This is just grown wild over the old bamboo that we felled. So hopefully, we haven't looked at it for a few days, Toon can find some little fruits for you. We mainly use these just for boiled and dipping. Not everyone's cup of tea, they're too bitter for some people. The seeds are a little bit crunchy as well. If they start to go yellow, they're too old. we still pull them off the plant and throw them on the floor for other ones to seed. She's getting a few now. So there's one that's too old, Maggin, and then here's a few that Toon's found. Not enough to eat at the moment, but no doubt she'll keep going and find enough. We very rarely check the whole area in one hit. You can see the size of it. So we haven't planted it. What we do sometimes, there's this stuff growing here as well. We pull that out once or twice a week, just to promote new growth on the mellat rather than the weeds. It seems to help. You can buy mellat. People do grow it, but it's the long ones, and they're not quite as bitter. We're keeping some seed at the moment because we're going to clear all this area, and so we want to grow it somewhere else. We're going to put some canes up and see if we can get it going properly that way. So you say what you're going to say before?
Mellat kino.
So the full name is mellat nut, and that means in English
Bird poo.
so we're eating bird poo tonight. Arroy.
It's just a name.
Oh, you can also eat the ends, can't you?
Yeah.
So you got a good one there just to show that up close. No, I mean the
Leaf.
the leaf, yeah. So you don't eat the stringy bit, do you? You just pull all the leaves off once it's boiled.
Tasty. Tasty. Oh, a lot.
A lot. Gonna need a goat to get through all this.
Oh, look at that. That one.
There we are. So the best way to find them is just to lift up the whole bush, and then you'll see them dangling down. Or not.
I already picked them up.
Mellat, number 4, highly recommended. One of my favourites.